Are you a curious person? Then this is for you. The world is full of mystery and technology is advancing every day. Here comes the app, Randonaut. This app is those for TikTok users. You can download this app. Also found on TikTok. You can see many people sharing their videos on this app, and this app best works when you think of something before searching your location. Like you make up your mind as I'm going to this location, I'm going to see this, I'm going to find this. Then you search the location which the app give you randomly, and when you go to this location, you'll be shocked of what you find in these locations. So here are some video clips of people sharing their experiences.
Adventure, and you guys, it gets so creepy. Do not do this alone. We ended up driving through this really weird street. There was no one there. And we also ended up walking a little bit. I was obviously not prepared for this since I was wearing Crocs, and my feet got so dusty. At this point, I was really skeptical. I didn't really want to go further, but I was there already. Like, where are we? This was weird, but it gets weirder. We found a huge bird's nest. Like, what is this? Or at least that's what I thought it was. And then there was this path. I don't know what it is. If you know what it is or what it means, comment down below. I don't know if it's like witchcraft or something. I'm scared. And then there was like a bunch of random stuff inside in the middle and a bunch of rocks. So basically, it led us to a big bird's nest. Don't open it. Baby, if you see a person, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Yeah, let's leave. There's a fucking chair.
If you're gonna use Randonautica, just be completely careful, okay? Just fucking, you won't believe what the fuck happened. So I live in Compton, right? And I found out about this app through TikTok. And when I downloaded the app and I went to the locations that it randomly gave me, I thought it was all bullshit. Until I was leaving the locations and I started seeing certain things. I saw one car come out of a driveway and then go into the street, but then once it passed one car, it didn't show up anymore. And I kind of figured something was up. Then the following location, there wasn't anything there, but as soon as I started leaving, the song Illusions by Cypress Hill started playing on my radio. And I didn't think of much of it until I was, leaving a little bit more. Then the third location, there was just like three pigeons and they all left at the same time. Be careful with that app, everybody.
If you like to be spooked, listen. Randonauting. It's an app you download. It's called Randonaut. What is it? Randonaut gives you QRPs, quantum random points. What are quantum random points, bitch? Let me explain that to you. Quantum random points are high points of energy and power near you. Attractors have a lot of energy, voids don't have as much. So if you really want to get spooked, you go to attractors. This app gives you the location of attractors and voids, and then you go. There's an entire subreddit where people explain the weird stuff that happens at these points. People report paranormal activity, leaving the simulation or reality, feeling like you're tripping on drugs, spiritual awakening. But the number one thing reported that they say is a phenomenon because it can't be explained is the universe will manifest whatever you want. So they say before you go to this point, think of something really hard that you want. One time a person thought dog, and they went and there was a puppy. Spooky, bitch, spooky. I'm going randonauting right now, bet. I'm gonna post an update right when I'm done and let you guys know my experience.
I saw these when I was driving, and when I tell you the sound my car made because I hit the brakes so fast, it felt like I was in a fucking fever dream. Then, 5 minutes later, not even, I find this house. And I'm like, what the fuck time vortex or alternate dimension did I go into? Because A, none of this was on my way to my destination. B, I've lived in this area my whole life, and I've never seen this. And this house was in the middle of nowhere. Then this weird ass bird showed up, and I was like, oh, that's weird, but we'll get to that later, because that'll come back. And here's more of the house. And there's nothing around it. And then there's the mailbox. Okay, that's cool. 85. I don't know if that'll mean anything. Then there was a little shed. Okay, now look. Are those birds? Not like real birds, but are those like fake birds?
I wanted to get my mind off of the world for a second, so me and my friend tried Randonautica. Don't worry, she's been staying with me for quarantine. We are social distancing. We chose Anomaly and set our intention as my mom's lost dog. Took us to the middle of the desert, and we ended up seeing a dog. We've never been out here and never seen this dog in our life, but he was so friendly to us and kept leading us in the right direction towards our actual point, which was really, really fucking weird. He also actually appeared out of nowhere. Both the dog and the point led us up to a line of trees, 3 lined up in a row. Didn't really find anything else except this dog. Then I heard the weirdest sound, like growling next to me, and I just bolted it. We were gonna take him with us, but he ended up being the dog of the people who were living on the property nearby. Went straight home because it was pitch black.
So I did that Randonaut app, and let me tell you something. It took me, well, not me, technically my sister did it, and it took me here. Watch. This random dog here just staring, and it's not moving. What the fuck? And it took us to this tower.
So basically, download this app if you're bored, because I honestly didn't think anything creepy or weird out of the normal was gonna happen, and it did. So yeah.
So I just found out that people on TikTok are randonauting, so I had to make an account because I'm a randonaut, and I think people need to know what it's like and how weird and bizarre things can get when you use a quantum random number generator to travel to a truly random location. And I'm about to show you. This shit gets weird.
And we're off. Like a herd of turtles. Because turtles are slow.
Turtle herd.
Well, we're gonna get turtles now because we're talking about it. Should probably just focus on purple.
Purple turtle.
Purple turtles!
Donatello? He was the purple Ninja Turtle.
Okay. This is kind of blowing my mind right now. And I feel really weird, honestly. Like, I feel very much in, like, another place in time.
Ninja Turtle? We just talked about Ninja Turtles.
What are the chances? What are the chances? I mean, do you see, though, like, how the universe is writing this story? Like, we couldn't have found that using a satellite.
Like to be spooked, listen. Randonauting. It's an app you download. It's called Randonaut. What is it? Randonaut gives you QRPs, quantum random points. What are quantum random points, bitch? Let me explain that to you. Quantum random points are high points of energy and power near you. Attractors have a lot of energy, voids don't have as much. So if you really want to get spooked, you can... Oh my god, Tyler! Tyler! Tyler!
I'm recording you.
She's hexing her.
Why did we just go to this fucking quantum points and this whole fucking person is Sky? Oh my fucking god. Bitch, I can't. What if the person shows up in my rear view camera? No, bitch, I can't. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
So
So today me and my sister used this app Randonautica to see where it would take us and what we could possibly find. So the first place it took us was down this road and to this abandoned house right here. It actually wanted us to go to the backyard, but we didn't think that'd be a good idea just because there were private property signs and no trespassing. And we actually wanted to open up those black trash bags right there, but we were really scared to, but we might go back and see what's in them. And in the window right there, we could actually see a bunch of writing on the walls, but we couldn't really tell what it said. We just got really weird vibes from it and felt like we were being watched the entire time. But the really creepy part is that the directions actually took us to that little shed in the back right there, so who knows what we could have found.
Calvin told me not to worry about you. He's got his own things to deal with.
I don't like. You can't even see it on the video. What the fuck is that? It's green. What the hell?
What is that, Gabby?
Holy shit! I'm gonna fucking
what is
cry.
that? I'm gonna cry. Go.
We cannot. We cannot.
Is that? What the fuck is that? Oh no.
Fucking shit myself. If my car doesn't work after this. So I just did the Randonaut challenge and it started fine. Like I'll include some clips of like what I was doing. But then everything got weird when I actually got to the spot. So I think I'm gonna go into the trail over there and then loop my way back around to over there where I need to be. I am almost there. It's like another like 100 feet that way. Okay, so I'm here in my coordinates. Was kind of freaking me out is that clearing right there is like a perfect circle. So and then literally up until like it's literally hailing. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I fucked something up. I fucked up, guys. I don't know what I did, but I fucked up the universe.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the
Gabby, go. I'll hold your stuff.
Bro, wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
It washed off.
Oh! Oh! Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just food.
Found a suitcase on the in Alpine Beach.
Yeah, here's the crime scene.
Oh shit. I have a hole. Took us to this place. Shit. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Okay, what if they have guns? Let's go. Let's do that. Let's start walking. Dinah, that's fucking creepy. Oh, yeah. Diana, please hurry! Let's go!
Okay, really quickly, I'm gonna say this in 1 minute. We tried to do the app Randonautica. That was the most terrifying experience ever. We started out, we were like, okay, let's manifest water. We wanna see water. It gives us a location 1 minute away to a fucking water hydrant. The dot is on a water hydrant. We're like, okay, fine, that's what a chance. Next, we try a toilet. We're like, we really wanna see a toilet. We go to this location in our area. We're like, there's no toilet, there's no bathroom. There's a sign that says no dogs peeing or pooping, and it's 2 pictures of dogs peeing and pooping. We're like, okay, fine. We do it again. We're like, let's try it again. Maybe it gets worse. We do a red convertible. We go to the back, darkest neighborhood that it gives us, and there's a red wheelbarrow tipped over. There's no wheelbarrows here. Like, fine, comment and like say like, that's rare, whatever. We turn the car, there's a red Prius in the driveway. 4th location, we're like, let's do something crazy. Let's try a boat, something really specific. It gives us a location at the back of 2 different courts. Under the dot exactly we drive up, there's a giant boat trailer and a boat!
There's this app called Randonautica, and I saw it on TikTok, and of course I had to give it a try. It gives you a random location based off of where you are, and when me and my friend tried it, it literally gave us the middle of this field. Okay, we just got here, and this kind of looks cool. Wait, what is this? There's a seesaw! They have a merry-go-round thing? Okay, this is really scary. Why is it making this noise?
Everything's scary.
My turn.
You do be kind of peaceful though.
Audrey, is there anything else interesting over here?
It scares me that this is like a high energy point.
You know what that means, right? It's haunted.
I don't like how that's still spinning. Oh my god.
We're in the very middle of the field. Do you see anything interesting? Oh, I see are my twinkle toes. There's a barrel. Should we go look at it? What is this?
It's a minion.
Oh my god, it's Kevin! It's Kevin! Thanks, Randonauting. We found Kevin.
We are randonauting right now, and we are manifesting. What are we doing?
Red and yellow.
Red and yellow. We'll see how it turns out. What the fuck?
Oh.
This balloon, red and yellow. Right, point number 2. We are manifesting butterflies. So it brought us to these trails, and we've lived in this town for like, what? Our whole fucking lives, and we had no idea there were trails here. So when we said butterflies, we meant like iridescent colors, so stay tuned.
It's like a quarter of a mile. Like, we were not that far
So she
away.
keeps zooming in, and the point keeps getting farther away. We did find this pond though, and as we were walking, I got a call from an unknown number, so that was weird. Yup, and literal bones. Literal bones. The ground is like covered in fur. Like all of this is fur.
So I just really made a really difficult life decision to give up my dream school, like my top tier dream school that I got into, and to go to my state school just because of Corona and stuff. Whole ordeal, doesn't matter. But I decided to go randonauting. You know, that whole trend that's going on TikTok. And I went with the intent to, get closure to make sure that I made the right decision. Oh, and by the way, the decision is to go to Kansas University. And let me show you. Let me show you where I fucking... So I got taken to this weird-ass park. You know, weird. And at first I saw this horse. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? But KU is literally carved into the grass.
So me and my boyfriend did Randonautica, and it took us to this open field with an old storm shelter, I'm guessing, and it was chained up, and so we had to try to open it with wrenches, but that wasn't working, so we just tried to pry it off because it was so old and rusted, and that ended up working. We ended up getting an opening big enough to go in, and we found this, and if you look closer, you can see shelves in the back. And so you can't see it here, but yeah, we want to go in. Okay, so we basically found a bunch of food from the 80s. Somebody had stocked up on it. And there were a ton of daddy long legs and roaches down here. That's why my camera work is so bad. The ceiling was so low. I'm sorry. But we found a hat from our high school, which was cool, so we kept that as a souvenir, and it was just awful down here. It was so dusty, and all this trash was just dumped. And And yeah, we kept another thing that was pretty cool.
What the hell?
Go. That was someone on the other side. Slow down. Go that way. Just keep going.
So you guys have likely seen this video where they go randonauting and find a dead body in this black suitcase. Just a theory, but why does she have a black suitcase? Because this is also a randonauting video. So, I'm scared.
So we just got to our destination. We're about to go in here. See all the crows. So we just found a freaking shoe. Don't know what's under it.
There's a lake.
No, there's not. Ayo, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
Where'd he go? Wait, oh my god! That's his spine! Ruby!
Okay, so this randonauting app just brought us to this creepy town, and honestly, when we saw this, we should have turned around and left. We continued up the mountain though, and there's always abandoned cars and nobody around. At this point, we're definitely trespassing. We couldn't even really turn around at this point because the road was so narrow and it was such a steep drop off on the other side. But we were kind of intrigued at how creepy this was, even though it was getting dark really quick, and next thing we know, the sun had gone down and the moon came out, giving it just more of a creepy vibe. But we had the pin pulled up, we were so close to it, and this happened. I don't know how to explain this. We're the only ones around, and a random rock falls. I think that was a sign that we should leave. But we kept going. Everything about this place was just giving me really bad vibes, and when I looked into here and saw this, as soon as I realized it's some sort of face, we took off running. I don't know what it is with this town, why there's all these abandoned cars and no people and mannequins in the window, but I'm deleting this app.
Okay, so we went on a randonauting trip and we just found 2 phones that were literally like stepped on. We also found the battery. So we also just found bones and what the fuck? So I just went randonauting. I just went randonauting and our intention was death. We were on our way to the spot and I look out my window and there's someone laying in the gutter with their wife literally like on them, holding them. And so I parked and got out and he got shot. And then she gave me the phone and I had to call the cops. And Darius he wrapped his jacket around the wound. And then the cops came and we got questioned and I said to leave. And I just dropped Darius off. Hi guys, so me and my friend went randonauting with the intention of memories, and it brought us to this old train station in my town that's been abandoned for a while. We were looking around and then we found these Polaroids on the train tracks. This one was labeled vandalism, which was kind of funky, but we were looking at them and they're super cool. And then we went looking around and we found a bunch more, which was awesome. So we picked a couple of them up. I don't know if we're gonna keep them, but we wanted to like look at them better. So we brought them to my car and looked at them. This one says Holly is not a virgin. Holly sucks. I don't know who Holly.
So I keep seeing that Randonaut thing all over TikTok and I really want to try it out. So I just downloaded the app and I found a location that's like a mile and a half by my house. So I'm gonna go check it out and see if I can see. Alright, so I think I gotta go this way down a creek. Alright, this is what I found so far. Pretty creepy. I'll go see what that is. Okay, so I just opened up one of the photos and it's whatever the fuck that is. Then we have these random three. This one's a It's Your Birthday with the snowman with, I don't know. And these two I just put together. It's like, play with me. Alright, I think it was just my imagination. I think I'm just hearing shit, but I'm trying to read these. I swear I'm friendly. Play with me.
So we're randonauting. It says it's in the middle of this cornfield.
In the middle, that's way too big, Sierra. That's too far.
We can go. It's okay. We're gonna just try.
Field, you'll get lost.
Okay, so like the reason that they just found proof of parallel universes in Antarctica is because everybody just started randonauting because it went viral on TikTok.
We're breaking it.
Everybody's jumping universes and like causing all these energy shifts, and that's what caused like this breakdown between our barrier to like one world and the next. That's why we just got proof of parallel universes in Antarctica.
We're breaking dimensions right now because of TikTok.
So we decided to download the app Randonautica that is supposed to take you to a place that is an alternate universe. And this is what we found. A little creepy, weird bunny, weird couch, smoke sesh.
Today I convinced my boyfriend to take me randonauting. It led us behind a Dollar General, which was weird. We found a bunch of clothes, but then we kept pressing forward and we found an opening in the woods. It looked like a bunch of homeless people had been squatting. There was beds and all kinds of things all over the place. Something that was really weird is the grass grew really thick but also flat. It was like vines crawling across the ground and the energy felt very dense. We ended up finding some beds, a lot of glass, and a thing of needles, and even an old Scooby-Doo. We ended up picking Anomaly for the next one. We followed a lady to her house, the exact
So this weekend, my boyfriend, my dog, and I went randonauting. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I don't know how to explain it. It took us to the middle of the woods, and we kind of couldn't reach the access point that it gave us first because it was across a river, and I was not trying to bring my chihuahua. But then it brought us to this parking lot, and do you see anything strange? Literally brought us directly to an abandoned car with the keys on the tire. This app wants me to be a thief. It wants me to go to jail.
Shut the fuck up! They're bones!
Oh my god!
You're fucking. We're in the middle of the highway! No!
Oh shit, dude, what the fuck? Dude, oh my god. What the fuck? He's shaking. Should we keep him? Yeah. Hit the bird.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this?
so weird. And it's so weird. Do you like look, all those trees over there are like so full and like green. And this is just fucking dead.
Why would you do that?
It's an apron?
Oh, look at this. Do you see this bullshit? That's a fucking Illuminati eye right there. Holy shit. You're fucking kidding. What the fuck is that? Wait, what does it say? It's an award. An award?
Like to be spooked, listen! Randonauting. It's an app you download. It's called Randonaut. What is it? Randonaut gives you QRPs, quantum random points. What are quantum random points, bitch? Let me explain that to you. Quantum random points are high points of energy and power near you. Attractors have a lot of energy, voids don't have as much. So if you really want to get spooked, you go to attractors. This app gives you the location of attractors and voids, and then you go. There's an entire subreddit where people explain the weird stuff that happens at these points. People report paranormal activity, leaving the simulation or reality, feeling like you're tripping on drugs, spiritual awakening. But the number one thing reported that they...
So I'm back again with another Randonautica story. I was messing with the app again today and I ended up in like a school parking lot. Schools are closed right now because the whole situation going on in this world. So we stayed in the parking lot, we looked around to see if we saw anything. We didn't. Until we saw some lady approach our car and I thought she was just gonna ask us to leave, so I just started the car and started making my way out of the parking lot. I'm at the stop sign and this lady walks back to where she was. She sits by the stop sign or whatever, and tell me why. Tell me why. This lady had a knife in her hand and she was twirling it. I can't make this up. And I didn't record my immediate reaction because I was so shook and I was trying to get out and away from this lady because she just gave me bad vibes. My sister did get a clip of her. I'm gonna include it at the end of this video. Believe me if you want to, believe me if you don't, but I cannot make this up like I just said.
Look, she literally has a knife in her hand and she was looking right at us. What the heck? Seconds later, we passed by again and she was not there. She disappeared. This app is weird.